following several big stories as this work week comes to a close. This includes a Dayton police officer investigation, which you're looking at video here of two officers, a not guilty verdict in the trial of a wrong-way driver shown right here, and the ongoing fallout from Donald Trump's indictment, as well as the very latest on the impacts in the Miami Valley from the Canadian fires. Now, but first, a grieving family left in disbelief after a mother and daughter, a friend, was shot dead, allegedly by her own husband. Police found 28-year-old Sierra still dead inside her Kettering home on Tuesday. Gwyneth Falloon now live in studio with us after speaking with her family and friends in an interview you'll only see right here. Now, Gwen, how are they remembering her?
Well, Elise, her family, her friends, her loved ones, they say she was a wonderful mother. She was full of life and always smiling. They tell me they're just shocked and can't believe she's gone.
I was actually there to pick her up to leave on Tuesday. She was leaving on Tuesday. And when I got there, she wouldn't answer the door.
At that moment, Kettering police arrived at 28-year-old Sierra Still's house for a welfare check.
I was literally sitting in the driveway as my baby died.
Tina Still, Sierra's mom, still in shock. Her daughter is gone.
She was not just my daughter, she was my best friend.
And Sierra's best friends, also in disbelief.
I might as well have lost, a sibling.
It was amazing. It was whatever you needed her to be.
Those who knew her saying she was kind, selfless, and full of life.
She was the life of it. It was always fun.
She is the most supportive person. She is so strong.
She let you know she was there no matter what.
Sierra's brother Brian, outraged his sister was allegedly murdered by her own husband, someone he knew for almost a decade.
No man from our family or any family would do that to a woman, and especially a woman with so much love and caring in her heart and dignity, and that loved her family more than she loved herself.
Sierra has 3 young children, the oldest going viral with this video of her getting her first bath in the hospital. The mom and dad featured on our morning show.
I was anxious to see what she looks like. Yeah, she came out beautiful.
This segment just months after Sierra filed a temporary protection order against her husband in 2016.
I received a call about 1-something in the morning, and she could barely talk. She said that he was abusing her.
Sierra ultimately dropped the charges against her husband.
I thought we was past that. I thought he had grown up and was going to be a better man.
Tina telling me her daughter confided in her in October the abuse was still continuing.
I had confronted him. And I told him it needs to stop.
Sierra's loved ones now asking for justice.
How dare you take my baby? And how dare you put those 3 babies through this? They have not just lost their mother, they have lost their father. Their worlds are turned upside down. And they don't even know it yet.
Now, Sierra's family and friends have set up a GoFundMe page. You can find the link to that on our website. That's Dayton247now.com. Back to you.
Gwen, thank you. And tonight, the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission extended the air quality alert into tomorrow for much of the Miami Valley. It's been lingering around all week due to smoke from the Canadian wildfires. However, the good news, conditions are improving. The Ohio EPA actually lifted the statewide advisory earlier today. They say air quality has improved in many areas and further improvement is expected over the weekend. Now, alongside the air quality, the Miami Valley has had a stretch of dry weather. In fact, it's been about 20 days since our area has seen a significant measurable rainfall. The U.S. Drought Monitor says our area is at a moderate drought level. Now, this explains why some farmers are seeing an impact on their crops.
The drought we're currently experiencing has definitely impacted us. We're thankful that we are in an area that has plenty of groundwater and we're able to pump that to keep the crops alive.
Farmers are using irrigation systems, but for parts of this farm that don't have a water system, the drought is actually killing some of the plants or even delaying planting for new crops. Farmers say just a few inches of rain could make a big difference. And we are talking about rain because we actually have some heading our way, hopefully.
We do, yeah. Tomorrow's going to be really nice.
Yes.
Perfect weather to get outside, but we do have rain in the forecast, and that will move into the area on Sunday. We'll talk about that in a little later, but right now you can see pulling out on the satellite radar, high pressure just dominating, so not really a whole lot happening in our area and even down towards the Carolinas, Atlanta, over towards Chicago. But that'll change, like I said, on Sunday. But our rainfall stats right now, June total, we've only received just over 1/10 of an inch. June, we're just over an inch in deficit and almost 2 inches deficit since January 1st. So to get an idea of where we are seeing those drought conditions across the area. Anything you see in this shade of brown, that is going to be what we are considering a moderate drought. All the yellow, which covers, if not more area, is just abnormally dry. So those are the areas that are right on the cusp of being in a drought.
And we are continuing to follow developing news tonight. 2 Dayton police officers right now under investigation for what the department is calling a critical incident. Lydia Bice has been following this story for us all night tonight. So Lydia, what exactly happened?
Well, Elise, it all started with a call about a white SUV that was involved in an accident and was now smoking in the area near the DeSoto Bass Apartments. It happened around 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Officers arrived to the scene and realized the driver of the vehicle needed medical attention. As they were waiting for the ambulance, the driver became agitated.
So, Lydia, obviously we are watching that body camera footage play behind you. You can kind of see the officers struggle a little bit with the driver, but what's the chief's concern tonight?
Right, so the chief says that even though neither one of the officers physically hit the driver, he's still concerned with their use of force during this incident. Police did not identify the man at the center of this body cam, and neither one of the officers involved are on leave while this investigation takes place. The initial crash in this incident is also under investigation, but that investigation is separate from the use of force. Back to you.
Lydia, thank you. Well, not guilty on all counts. That's the decision a Montgomery County Common Pleas Court judge made in the trial of Abby Michaels. Now, Michaels was accused of intentionally driving the wrong way on I-75, killing a Mason family of 3 as a way of killing herself. Michaels was found not guilty on multiple charges of murder and aggravated vehicular homicide. This decision was made in a bench trial after Michaels waived her right to a jury trial. In the verdict, the judge, Judge Stephen Dankoff, says that the state failed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt Michaels knowingly acted in a reckless manner. Dankoff also says alcohol played no role in the incident, while also citing an untreated mental illness that includes a seizure disorder. So, in response to today's verdict, the Montgomery